Digitalizing learning and development, an essential step for nurturing exceptional talent. Mr. Pawan N. Lalwani, Associate Director, Learning and Development, Emerging Markets, Europe, and ANZ CIPLA. Mr. Pawan Lalwani, an accomplished professional with 17 plus years in IT and pharmaceuticals, learning and development. An associate director at CIPLA, he excels in designing impactful learning programs, holding certifications from Dale Carnegie, currently pursuing an executive MBA in human resources at XLRI. His passion for learning drives organizational growth. Let's give it up for Mr. Pawan N. Lalwani.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. So when it came to digital, I was being told that, so I asked them that, can I use Mentimeter from the beginning? So they said the internet may or may not work here. So that's why I ensured that I did not put any Menti or any videos right there. Okay. With that, I'm Pawan Lalwani. I take care of the learning and development piece in CIPLA for international markets. I take care of the entire emerging markets in Europe. And it's been 9 years that I'm associated with CIPLA. So before that, I was working with an IT sector. So all in all, this is me. Okay, let's start by digitalizing learning and development. I'm not going to talk much about all these things, okay? I'm just going to ask some questions to all of you, and I want you all to tell me if you were in that situation, what you would do, okay? Let's. Okay, so there is a situation right in front of you. Where should a manager focus their maximum time? Okay, be it an L&D leader, be it a manager, be it a coach, whoever you want. If you have a team, the person there will be few people who will be low performer and low potential. There will be few people who will be solid performers, and there will be few people who will be high performers. Where are you currently utilizing your time as a manager or as a coach or as a L&D professional? Solid performer? Somebody is saying high performer. Some people are also focusing on their low potential and low performers as well. Okay, that's okay. Let's go through a little deep into it and let's understand. Okay, now there is an analogy, okay? A financial investment has left you with a surplus return of 5 million, okay? Everybody has got 5 million in their bank account today, okay? Yes, including me. Okay, so everyone has a 5 million in their bank account. Now you have to spend those 5 million the way you want, which you will be planning on investing in 3 properties. So now you have to invest those 5 million in 3 properties. Okay, you can't keep it to yourself. Now, where will you spend the bulk of the money and why? Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 properties. You have to go understand it and then tell me where you are going to spend those 3 properties. I mean the money. So option 1 is a small location or a place on the outskirts of the town. A small location which is very outskirts of the town. The business is on the declining in the last few years, and the other restaurants in the region are also facing the similar issue. That's your option 1. Understood, everybody? Okay, chalo. Let's move to option 2 now. An average performing restaurant in a prime location. It's an average restaurant, but it is at a prime location. Business is booming in the area, but due to small size and poor interiors, the customer are hesitant to come to that restaurant. Understood? Okay. The third one, a restaurant in another prime location, a regular hang-around place. सब लोग वहीं जाते हैं generally. Where and they go in that locality. Business is great and both customer and employees are extremely happy. Now, you have to spend your 5 million. How are you going to spend it? will you spend on option 1, will you spend on option 2, or will you be spending on option 3? Option 1, how many? Just raise your hand. Let's just see. Okay, quite a few. Option 1, okay. Option 2, a lot of them. And option 3, again a lot of them. So, surprisingly, how it was, option 1 यहाँ ज़्यादा आए, option 2 बीच में ज़्यादा आए, और option 3 एकदम end में आए. Okay. Now, whoever said option 1, can you give just one reason कि आपने option 1 क्यों select किया? What was the reason for selecting option 1? Future potential. Okay. Okay, so if we develop here, it's going to give us more increment. Okay. Okay. No cost investment. Okay. Okay. Sure. So people who said 2, option 2, can anyone give one reason for selecting option 2? Yes, sir. So you are saying here there is a lot of potential in option 2. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, somebody was saying something. Okay, so investment, you do it, you get high profits there. Okay, what else? Anything else? Yes, my friend. There's an opportunity to improve there in option 2. Okay. And people who said the last row, who said option 3, can you give the reason for selecting option 3? Sorry, I can't hear you. Okay. Okay, okay, sure. What else? Option 3. Quick returns. Okay. Anything else? Option 3. It's already on autopilot mode. Okay. Chalo. ठीक है. Now think training as an investment. Where are you looking to reach on the greater returns? Option 1, मैं अगर, so going back to the slide, मैं consider option 1 as your low performer and low potential, consider your option 2 as your solid performers, and the third option is your high performers. अगर आप ये देखेंगे situation, this is a place where the business is not growing. It's already in the outskirts. So whatever you do, whatever amount you put in, you may not get the returns that you would want. Option 3 is already at a prime location. So वहाँ पर आप डालोगे prime location पे already वो डला हुआ है पैसा. Where you will get the maximum return is in option 2. Now, why we talking about this is because your low performer and low potential people, target audience will always say, I need support. Your high performers will say, I can manage my own. Now, generally what we do is our common involvement time that we give as managers, as L&D professionals to our people is low, medium. जो अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है उसको और अच्छा से करते रहो, उसको और बेस्ट बनाते रहो. Mostly we do that. Some people will be saying that I focus on solid performers. But yes, that's exactly how it should be. So your optimum time should be is, this person is already a low performer and he does not even have a potential. So I should not be wasting a lot of energy in that. So you give your optimal involvement time is low. The person who can give you maximum returns is your solid performer, and the third one is your medium. Now, training. So high performer already आपके 100% से ऊपर achievement कर रहा है. Solid performer is between let's say 60-80 के आसपास है, जहां पर आपको growth ज़्यादा मिल सकता है. Yes.
So in an organization, which one is more desirable scenario? Having 60% high performers or 80%
Sorry, 60%?
High performers. 60% of the population are high performers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that more desirable or 80% solid performers?
So 60% of your population which are high performers, are they more desirable or the ones which are your solid performers?
Which situation is more desirable? Yeah, 80% solid or 60% high?
I mean, according to me, it is always the solid. Now, again, training and coaching just consider as a solid performer because they can attract higher incremental results. Similar way, why we talked about this small journey or this small example was whatever learnings that we are doing, I mean, digital is what my topic is, digital learning and development. Now, you cannot train every person face to face. So that's why we need to have everything digitized. This was a traditional learning that we used to do, जाके classroom में train करना लोगों को, way back before the COVID. After COVID, what happened was everything is going digital. Now, if you see, I come from a function which is emerging markets in Europe, which is completely, all my stakeholders are sitting in different countries. So I cannot keep roaming into every country every month. So for us, digital learning has actually helped a lot. Now, all I'm just going to talk about is two more slides. One is the advantage and one as an organization in my function, what I'm doing it. Okay, that will help you to understand as the learning journeys that we are creating for our people. So first is advantage of digital learning is, and again, this is not just for a team member, it is also for an organization wise. It gives a lot of flexibility and accessibility. It is very cost efficient. You can personalize it, which Dr. Jagmohan Rishi was also talking about. Diverse learning resources. Then you have increased collaboration and real-time assessment and evaluation. You can get it from digital learnings. With that, the last thing, I know it may not be very visible, but let me just tell you that this is a learning engagement that we have created for at least I have created for my function. Now, how does it work is, these are some of the programs that I'm doing it. Now, of course, these programs cannot be done face to face. So what we did was, let's say we have a medical representative. So एक medical representative के लिए क्या-क्या important है? So उनके लिए एक journey important है. So all the training journeys are being created and curated for them. Similar way, some face-to-face trainings are also important. So we do face-to-face trainings also for them. Then we have some detailing. So they come there, they detail the product. That's how the detailing is being done. They have assessments and surveys. We also do a lot of email campaigns. Those are small nudges, emails, and so on and so forth. So what we basically want to do is, we want to cover every person with a different learning journey. Now, I cannot tell कि मैं अपने low performer, low potential को मैं छोड़ दूंगा. I will not do anything. You have to do something for them. It can be a learning journey on digital platform only, no face-to-face required, or it can be some nudges you sending it across, so that at least this person is also learning at the end of the day. Okay, yep. So I'm not going to explain everything, but this is how we have created the learning journeys for, at least in my function, I have created it for all our people. So if you see, you have your medical representative, you have a head office team sitting in there, you have your managers sitting in there, and then you have the overall emerging markets in Europe. So this is it. Any question, any doubt, any questions anybody has? Yes, sir. Yes.
It's difficult to map in a digital journey, easy to map in a normal face-to-face physical journey.
Yep.
What's the effectiveness in the digital journey?
So the effectiveness, if I talk about in digital learning journey, we have seen people becoming better in their in-clinic discussions in digital learning journey. How? I'll give you an example. Now let's say earlier what we used to do is we used to ask them आप एक काम करो, आप बताइए कि है ना इस मॉलिक्यूल में क्या क्या चीज़ें आप डिस्कस करोगे डॉक्टर के साथ, इस ब्रांड में क्या क्या चीज़ें डिस्कस करोगे. नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज with the applications that we are using Mind Tickle and Disperse in our organization. So they are recording their entire discussion. So let's say मैंने अपना पूरा डिटेल में आपको बता दिया कि एज अ मैनेजर कि मैं ये 5 पॉइंट्स डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज द मैनेजर assesses those discussions. So that how exactly it's helping is कि मुझे पता चल जाएगा, मेरे मैनेजर ने मुझे उसी वक्त इमीडिएटली फीडबैक दे दिया ऑन द गो, और you can see it कि हाँ ये 5 चीज़ें मुझे फीडबैक मुझे अच्छी करनी है. These 5 things I need to work on. Simple as that. Any questions? Okay. Perfect. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, I did not get your question.
In terms of when the digital journeys assigned to the learner, have you experienced any challenges where people are unable to complete due to time constraints?
Yes, that is. No. I mean that is very usually. I mean, we have seen in the initial phase, people were not completing their journeys. So उनको लगता था अरे ठीक है यार, हेड ऑफिस से एक और आ गया ईमेल तो कंप्लीट करना है. But now what we have done is we have incentivized them. So अगर आप कंप्लीट करोगे आपको incentives मिलेंगे तभी ही. So one of the parameters to get their incentive is their learning scores. So अब अगर आपको अपने 100% incentives चाहिए, complete your learning journey. So every person in the year has to complete X amount of learning hours with X amount of percentage. So उनका प्री होता है, उनका पोस्ट होता है. So वो परसेंटेज भी आपके होने चाहिए. So that's how we are doing it. Yes. Hi, David.
I just want to add to that. That's a very relevant question, by the way, what you asked. You know, I think because I have handled digital learning in India and now globally I'm handling it.
Yep.
I think it's very important. You know, way back in my ISTD days, I read that web learning or e-learning is subject to the environment of the organization.
Yep.
And it is very, very true. You know, you have to make it, make the stakeholders aligned. It's very, you cannot drive digital learning, being a single person or whatever you are. The stakeholder have to buy in that. You have to drive it through them. So if we can, create the value for the learning in the eyes of the stakeholders, that makes it more easy, I believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your valuable session, Mr. Pawan and Lalwani.